What is up, guys, and welcome to the show. Well, it's been a while, so we have a little bit of catching up to do. There's actually a lot going on in the sports world right now. With March Madness coming up, that's a big deal to a lot of us. I mean, you could consider it an American holiday. A lot of us take off work, skip school, we all fill out brackets. I mean, it's a great time. But I'll be honest with you, college basketball is a little tough for me to watch. Maybe I'm just spoiled from the NBA and the Thunder being here. I really do enjoy the high scoring games. It really is a different brand of basketball from college to the NBA. I know a lot of coaches would say the NBA isn't played the right way. There's a lot of traveling and blah, blah, blah. Yes, I agree. But can we please admit that college basketball, it's a little boring. I don't know if I should say that, if that's the right words to say, but it can be tough to watch sometimes. There's especially like West Virginia and Oklahoma State. Games are scored in the 40s, the final score. It can be hard to watch sometimes, but it's still enjoyable. You still have the traditions, the crowds, especially watching Duke games, Kansas games. I mean, you cannot beat that. And what's cool this year, there's a lot of evenly matched teams. There's not one great team. There's a bunch of really good ones, and it'll make for a great tournament. And we always, every year there's big upsets in the tournament. But I think I speak for a lot of people. I don't really get into college basketball until this time of the year when the tournament's about to start, the conference tournament, the big tournament. But I'll start watching it more and get more knowledgeable on the teams, but I could just tell you who the good teams are, the Kansas, the Baylors. I couldn't tell you a lot right now. It's just frustrating to watch, especially being an OU fan, the ups and downs. It's tough to watch, but I'm about to get into it. The Big 12 tournament's coming up next week, and it's exciting. It always is exciting. College wrestling, the Big 12 tournament coming up this weekend in Tulsa. That's great. Which OSU will dominate it once again, but college wrestling's awesome, especially tournament season. I have a lot of respect for those guys growing up around it. It's tough, and it's just great to watch because a lot of them compete in the Olympics, amateur Olympics, the big Olympics. I mean, we got to cheer on our guys, and and with the NBA, it's a great season. No more Golden State Warriors. We don't know who's gonna win it. The resurgence of LeBron James, the resurgence of Chris Paul and the Thunder, and let's talk about something right now. Harden on Giannis. Harden saying, "Yeah, if I was 7 foot, I could, dunk all the time too," or whatever he said. You don't say something like that to Giannis, and he took it out on the Thunder. Of course, the next game Giannis plays is against the Thunder, and he just blows them up. But with Harden, yes, he's talented. He's a different kind of talent than Giannis. Harden can do things that we've never seen before, and like he said, we probably will appreciate him more 20 years down the road, but man, you can't say stuff like that. You really do live on the free throw line. We used to love you when you're here with the Thunder. Now you're one of the most hated players in the NBA because all you do is flop. Yes, you do travel. You take back 3 steps and shoot. You are an incredible talent, man. I respect James Harden, but he's a little annoying to watch. And he shouldn't have said that because Giannis really is once in a lifetime talent. That dude can do everything. He does need to shoot threes better, but no one can stop him. That dude at 7. This is something we're going to see a lot. A lot of hybrid players like him, just tall, that can do anything and you cannot stop him. And he is just athletic. He's a man. Yeah, so you shouldn't have said that. And just with Zion just dominating, the NBA is fun to watch right now. And the second half of the second half of the NBA season is going to be incredible. Fighting for the playoffs. And I would like to, just a little bit, because like almost 2 months ago, I said that the Thunder could fight for home court in the playoffs, and they're right there. That 6 to the second spot's just all right there. I don't know if they'll get in the top 4, but they'll be right there. And if they keep playing the way they can, if Gallo, I know he rests. If they're fully staffed. Like they have all their players, all their big dogs, man. They can fight with anyone. They've shown it over and time again. And the difference between this year and last year with all the superstars, effort every single night. It does not matter who they're playing. They win the games that they're supposed to win and rack up those wins. That's what matters. Like last year, the last couple years, you lose against these teams that you're supposed to beat because you don't have effort. You don't care. Man, those losses add up and you're in the sixth seed. But if you win the games you're supposed to and fight, there's a chance you could play and, have a four seed. And I think they'll get out of the first round if they're all healthy. The young players, they're all playing great. I mean, it's fun to watch. And, baseball season coming up. This is the best part of this, and October is the best part of baseball, man. Spring training. The Texas Rangers' new beautiful stadium, their retractable stadium. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's amazing. And, yes, they do need a retractable roof because it is hotter than you know what down there. And it's great. I mean, it's awesome. I think there's going to be a lot of good teams this year. And, we've seen already Astro players getting pegged in spring training. I think it's pretty funny. I mean, I don't want to get into that. I know there's I have a lot of Astro fans, as friends. I don't want to get into that. I've always heard if you ain't trying, if you ain't cheating or whatever. In baseball, here's the deal. There's always cheating, but you can do it in a right way. I know this sounds bad, but you can do it in a right way. If you're stealing signs just because you're watching and you study, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you use technology, microphones, cameras, audio, that's wrong. That shouldn't be in the game because what's cool about baseball is the tradition. A lot of things have stayed the same. It really is America's pastime. And it's just something that doesn't need to be messed with. There shouldn't be. There's no room for that in the game, and I know a lot of traditionalists would agree on that. And the XFL rolling, kind of disappointed in the Renegades. I don't know, Landry Jones. I don't want to talk bad about him because he looked like he had a serious knee injury, but he had 3 interceptions in the first quarter today. That's typical of Landry Jones. We saw it at OU. He has that great arm, but sometimes he throws it to the wrong people. So, hopefully he's not hurt. Bob Soup's season may be going down the drain pretty fast now without a quarterback, and I don't know. They just don't open up the offense very well. I mean, Mummy's a great offensive mind, but maybe it's past his time because they need to do something differently. But Houston, they look good. That P.J. Williams from Temple, man, he could probably play in the NFL. There's a few people that really are talented. But I would like to know if you people are still interested in the XFL after a few weeks. I still find myself watching on Saturday and Sundays. I think it's cool. Like, these players, they really want to win. They get paid $100,000 for winning, and it's cool to see them celebrating. I really do love the kickoff, the different rules. There seems to be less penalties, which makes the game go quicker. I love the fast, play clock. But are you still interested in it? I still think it's a great brand of football. I mean, there's a couple of really sucky teams like New York, and I think Houston's really good. Seattle, really, St. Louis, the Battlehawks, man, that crowd's amazing. I mean, I know they don't have a team, but it's pretty cool still, I think. But I don't know, there's a lot going on. We'll get into softball. Man, I'll tell you what, when it comes to softball, kind of like with college basketball, when it comes to tournament time in Oklahoma City, I'm all in on that. I'll watch that all day, all summer long. But all right, if there's anything you think I should talk about, something coming up, something I never talk about, I need to talk about, just let me know. I want to do more of these, and hopefully we'll start getting it rolling again. But all right, guys, thanks for tuning in.